Hey guys, thank you so much for coming. I'm very excited. Welcome to my friends Q&A for Comic-Con, for Kawaii Comic-Con and Kawaii Kon. So it's a virtual crossover event, and I'm excited to ask you guys some questions. And yeah, okay, so do you guys want to get started and maybe introduce yourself and what you do? Natalie, you want to start?
Sure. Hi, I'm Natalie Sigler. I'm an actress and dancer, and I've been doing it for about 2.5 years now, I think. And I really love it. But yeah.
Lauren?
Hi, I'm Lauren Bonzis. I am also an actress. I've been acting since I was 7. Some things you might know me from are No Good Nick or Liv and Maddie, and yeah, I absolutely love it.
Kelly?
Hi, my name is Kelly. I'm a professional dancer and actress in LA. Some things you might know me from are World of Dance with Jennifer Lopez and Neo. I've also worked with JoJo Siwa, and I'm in an upcoming Netflix movie.
Pilot?
Hi, I'm Pilot Paisley Rose. I am an actress and a singer. You might recognize me from Nicky Ricky Dicky and Dawn on Nickelodeon, All Hallows Eve on Netflix, and I'm working on an EP right now with Sony Records and Ariana Grande's producers.
You? So starting with the first question, if you could be in any superhero movie or TV show, which one would it be?
I'm ready. Definitely Wonder Woman, because I just think she's just so cool and powerful and like, you know, girl power, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
I would also have to second that, especially after seeing Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. I mean, she's such a big inspiration to me, and I've just always loved her work, and that would be like kind of my dream role right there, so that'd be pretty cool.
Absolutely.
I love Wonder Woman as well, but I'm gonna have to go with Spider-Man. I would want to be Spider-Man. I can't be Spider-Man, but maybe I could, you know. I just think the whole idea of getting to film an action movie where you can fly low-key is really cool. And yeah, I love Tom Holland. He's a huge inspiration to me, so I think that'd be really awesome.
For me, I would have to say either Batman with Heath Ledger, because that one is just amazing, or I just watched Birds of Prey, and that's a pretty action-filled movie that I was like, that'd be awesome to be in. So
For TV shows, I feel like I'd say Supergirl or Flash. But then for movies, I kind of want to choose Iron Man because I love Robert Downey Jr. He's so cool. Yeah, either that or Deadpool because Ryan Reynolds is so funny. Okay, so then which superhero actor from a movie or TV show would you like to meet and why?
Okay, probably Robert Downey Jr. Just because I admire all of his work, and yeah, I like his movies.
I know he passed away, but probably Heath Ledger for sure. He's amazing. But yeah.
I know Margot Robbie in Suicide Squad, and I know that's not superhero, but it's close enough. But Margot Robbie to me is so talented, especially after watching her in I, Tonya, and I just feel like she's an actress who can really do a lot of genres. So I've always looked up to her, especially in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood too. So I would love to meet her.
I know I said Tom Holland for the being in a superhero film, but for meeting someone, I'd want to meet Gal Gadot because not only do I look up to her as an actress, but as a person, I love who she is, what she stands for, and I really look up to her, and she's a huge inspiration to me for sure. So probably Gal Gadot.
I'm gonna have to double up on Kelly's answer for Robert Downey Jr. But I said that last time too. But I feel like he's a really cool person. He just seems super genuine and he's so the type of person you wanna impress or you wanna get advice from. Okay. And then if you could trade places with a character from a TV show or movie for a day, who would it be? It could be anything, not even just a superhero.
I hate to say it, but literally any of the Gossip Girl cast, I would not be mad with.
You kind of look like Blair.
I would do okay. People tell me, I don't know if I look like it right now, but people tell me that she's Leighton Meester, and I
like her. Yeah.
So if I could be Blair or Serena, I'm not picky, but Blair, I'm
dress up as her for Halloween.
Wait, actually, I might.
That's such a good idea. I think that that's awesome, and I would low-key second that, but I'm also, okay, I would say, ooh, hold on, give me a sec. Ooh, okay. She goes through a lot of horrible times in her life. So if I could avoid all of that, I would go with Meredith from Grey's Anatomy because I've always had a dream of being a doctor. Like I've always wanted to be a surgeon. Like, but that's never gonna happen because I just like don't have the time and patience to go through 6 years of residency and like medical school and everything. But like, you know, my dad's a surgeon, so when I was younger, I would always, you know, try and follow in his footsteps. But yeah, if I could avoid all the death and trauma that she experienced, I would be Meredith Grey.
I can totally see you doing that. We had to dissect things for science, and we brought things on set for Lauren and I, for No Good Nick, to dissect, and she was like loving this whole thing. It was
I felt so bad for you. You were like horrified, and I was like going at it with the pig.
interested by it. But I could like a needle and something. Like that would like I feel like I'd be like the doctor that would be like, oh, can you feel that? Like, does that hurt? I'm so sorry. You know what I mean? Oh gosh.
I'd be like, hold your breath. Here we go. Like bite down on this. No. Oh my
God. For me personally, I would love to be Kiara from Outer Banks.
Oh my God.
I just love that vibe, and I've never really experienced that vibe. Then they're so like risky and stuff, and I'm more of a goody like I don't do risky stuff, so I would love to like step into that lifestyle for a day and see what it's like to like live on the edge, you know?
For me, I would have to say The Great Gatsby, being Daisy. I feel like living in that era, like the house, like the clothes, the house, the cars, it's just like a dream to like be there for like, you know, just like a week, get the whole experience, and then, you know, I feel like it'd be so cool.
I think I'm gonna just say Supergirl again, and the reason why is because like I want to be able to like go in situations where I have to like save people, and like I don't have to worry about getting hurt. You know what I mean? It's like you can just throw yourself at them, and then like whatever happens because it doesn't matter. You have technology to like fix it. I just think that's so cool.
Also, then you're Supergirl, so there's that too.
Yeah, she's fine. Sounds like so sick.
Right?
Okay. What are some of your favorite TV shows and why?
This is kind of a throwback, but I love the original Full House. Growing up, I just watched it, and I just love how wholesome it is. I find it genuinely funny, all the jokes and everything. And again, I love that 80s, 90s era, how they dressed and how they acted. It was just so wholesome, I guess is the right word. So I love rewatching that series and just seeing that time.
I have several. Like over the summer, I couldn't really do anything because of coronavirus, so I just kind of made it a goal to watch all the shows I'd been wanting to watch for a long time. But my favorites are probably Black Mirror, Gilmore Girls, Gossip Girl, Grey's Anatomy. There's literally too many, but I like them all for different reasons. They're all so interesting, especially Black Mirror. There was never a dull moment, and I was always like kind of creeped out, but in the best way. It was really good.
I love that show.
Yeah, it's so good.
I would have, there's many, like Lauren, I have many TV shows that I love, but some of my top favorites would probably have to be Gilmore Girls, like you said, Vampire Diaries,
that's on my list.
Bones. Those are like my three favorite because I feel like they're all completely different, but they all give you like something that you like want from each. Like one's funny, one's drama, and the other one's kind of like, it like gives you kind of like, I feel like every time I watch Bones, I learn something weirdly, but those would probably have to be like my favorites.
Three of my favorite shows are The Act, The Haunting of Hill House, and Gossip Girl. So I really am covering all categories here. But, The Act, the acting is so incredible. I mean, I was watching that and I was like concerned but drawn. I'm like everybody in that cast, there's not a weak link. They are all so talented. Like it's insane. Haunting of Hill House, I love a good horror anything, and it's just like that's so good, and I'm ready for season 2. And then Gossip Girl's just like my sweet little like girly guilty pleasure to watch.
The bent neck lady episode in The Haunting of Hill House. Oh my god.
Like I'm not gonna spoil it, but oh my god, I did not see that ending coming. I was like,
me neither. It was amazing, but absolutely horrifying. Okay.
I watched, actually, funny enough, I watched all of Haunting of Hill House. I don't really ever binge TV shows. I binged the entire 10-episode series in like a day and a half. Like, it was insane. It was so good.
Really? I've never even heard about it. That's so crazy.
Well, you don't even like watching movies where animals die, so I have a feeling that this would not be for you.
Yeah, maybe not. I feel like it's like
Siena.
what?
Oh, sorry, speaking of, you told me to start watching the OA, which I did. It is so good. I'm almost done.
The OA is so good.
So
Didn't
good.
it get canceled?
You need to watch it.
There was like a petition to save it.
Exactly.
I wish I could have like gone back in time and signed it. It's so good. Oh my gosh.
The OA is my favorite show, and then because it's also just like it messes with your head, and I love those types of things. And then I'm watching The Good Doctor. I've like that's such a good show. My family and I are just like that's just our thing every night. And then and Outer Banks, because like I really like Outer Banks. It's just a good show.
You guys seen The Society on Netflix? That's also really
Yes.
good. They didn't get renewed for a new season, and I'm
No,
so
they
upset.
did, but it got canceled because of Rona.
I know.
Oh god.
Yeah, and I met them before it came out at like a Netflix event, and I didn't know like The Society, and then I watched it, and I was like fangirling. I was like, oh my god, I met them. It's so good.
I'm obsessed with that show. I'm so sad it's not getting picked.
I
Well,
know.
it's not.
Well, I was like, it didn't get renewed, like it got cut off. Like, ugh, it would have been so good.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, so then movies now. What are some of your like all-time favorite movies and why?
I have a list.
I really like classic movies like Mean Girls, Clueless. I don't know. Those movies are like timeless for me. Like I can watch them over and over again, and I like know all the jokes. I know all the monologue, but like I just still laugh and I still love it. And I really, this is so random and like off topic, but I love Big Hero 6. Like Baymax is my favorite character of all time. And I just think it's a genius cartoon, so or animation movie. So yeah.
I love the Fast and the Furious series because something about it makes me feel like I'm in the movie, and I'm like, you have to beat them while you're driving. Or like, so I love that movie. Also, Great Gatsby because it's just such an amazing movie to me, and I really love any Adam Sandler movie. I feel like they always make you laugh, no matter if you've seen it a million times. So like those are always go-tos.
I love any director or any movie that pays tribute to directors like Orson Welles or Citizen Kane, movies like that. So to me, Pulp Fiction is probably my all-time favorite movie. Like I'm just Uma Thurman is like Uma Thurman and Angelina Jolie are like my two idols. So anything with Uma Thurman also I'm obsessed with. And then also any just like sweet coming of age teen movie like The Spectacular Now with oh my gosh, Shailene Woodley and Miles Teller, I think. Such a good movie.
I would say I think that my favorite movies, I have like two different sections. The Harry Potter movies are like my guilty pleasure. I could watch them over and over again. I love them. And with the whole like Hogwarts trend right now, I'm just getting back in my phase, like Draco and everything. But I'm also a huge fan of murder mysteries. So anything Alfred Hitchcock or Agatha Christie, like black and white originals, I'm obsessed. Like Vertigo, Dial M for Murder, Rebecca, Laura, like, and then there were none. All of it, like, so good. And just like, so, the acting is just so like fresh because it's from like so long ago, and it's just so interesting to see like how like it has changed over time and how it's different methods like have progressed. It's really interesting.
I am such a sucker for action movies. So like those are just like those are so good. I love them. So I'm gonna have to say Hobbs and Shaw, especially like the most recent one because it was in Hawaii. So I kind of like laughed at the jokes more than I should have because I was like, I get it. Because they made like some like weird Hawaiian joke, and then everybody in the theater in LA would be like, why is that happening? I get that. And then I think I'm gonna have to say like Venom or like Deadpool because those are just like really funny movies. Gosh, there's one more. It was like completely different. I just watched Harry Potter yesterday. I've never actually watched the full movie.
First one?
I finally did. Yeah, the first one.
That's not even the best one though.
What?
See,
I
that's-
like The Prisoner of Azkaban and The Goblet of Fire.
I like Prisoner of Azkaban and
Half-Blood Prince.
thank you. Yep. Half-Blood Prince.
Yeah. They're all so good though. Like,
There was one more, but I don't remember. But yeah, I guess that's one of my favorite. Goodness, I always forget. Suicide Squad's always a good one to like throw in there because it's just so good. I watched The Joker. He's so good, but it's so intense.
it's kind of scary. Isn't it scary?
I heard it was really sad.
Scary, but it's also like really like, I feel like as actors, like we'd appreciate it. Like just watching it, it's just so like.
I've heard that the acting's really good, but at the same time, like I know it's all fake, but it's scary.
It is a little scary, but oh my gosh, just watching him completely go crazy. It's honestly, it's like watching that as an actor. I'm like, that is what I want to do. Like that is my goal. He's incredible.
Didn't the actor himself like kind of go a little crazy? Like because he went into like method acting and like
he lost like 50 pounds. He was like completely the character the entire time it filmed or something like that. Yeah.
That's dedication right there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then if you could
Wait, Kelly never answered.
Oh dang! I'm sorry.
Wait, for what?
Your favorite movie, did you?
Yeah, I was first. I said
Oh.
Clueless, Mean Girls.
Oh yeah.
And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
And
I'm
also,
sorry.
I should throw in, no, it's okay. I should throw in, I like anything with Sandra Bullock in it. Like, she makes me laugh so hard. Like, her dry humor. Like, I just love her.
Ocean's 8. You just reminded
And
me.
Blindside.
Oh, what's it called?
Oh, yes, it was the one. Congeniality. Or something.
Yes.
We had like a full-on like Sandra Bullock like binge fest like for a week in quarantine. We all watched like her movies every day. So weird. Just one of these like random thing, but she's so good.
So good.
Yeah.
And she's so funny.
Okay, if you could be any mystical or magical creature, what would it be?
Probably a dragon, just because no one would mess with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one would mess with me. Like, I can fly, I can spit out fire. Like, I feel like that's kind of fun.
I literally planned that answer too because I was like, my first thought was like, I mean, I guess it's like Ruby would just be a unicorn, but I was like, what else would I say? Like, I was thinking a dragon too because I can't think of. I was like, the only other mystical creature I could think of was a centaur. I'm like, why would I want to be a centaur?
What does the centaur do to you, Sienna?
I don't know, but I don't think, like having a horse body is very like appealing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
I
I
have to
Oh.
agree with Kelly. A
Dragon.
dragon's the way to go, I think.
The Avatar dragons. That's who I want to be. Specifically an Avatar dragon. Just
That'd be pretty cool to be like blue and,
and then you have to
and
have
just like
owner.
in this whole like your whole world. I would be Avatar in that whole area too. I agree.
I have two. I'd either want to be Buckbeak from Harry Potter because he's so cute and he also like flies and like just soars on the water. If you haven't seen Harry Potter, you don't know what I'm talking about. Pilot knows what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Or a mermaid because like hello.
I forgot about that.
Speaking of mermaids, okay, did anybody when they were like 5 or 6 years old watch the Barbie Mermaidian movie?
I did.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. So I really would want to be the blue one with the blue mermaid with like the thingy midubida on her.
I think I
arm.
know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're, it's a kind of like a little bit in the back of my head.
It's in the back.
It's there though. It's buried. She's there.
It's there. It's there. But I would want to be her because she just has she's awesome. I don't know. And then I'm a mermaid. I'm already at the beach enough anyway, so I'm like basically could just be a mermaid. Like why not?
I always wanted to be the blue what was her name? And Tinkerbell, the blue fairy.
The water one with the
Yeah, the silver mist. Silver mist.
There we go.
Yes, I loved her. Oh my goodness.
I just realized I think there's one more mystical creature I'd want to be, a Smurf. I just watched the movie and I'm like, I kind of want to be one. They're so small and cute.
And they're blue, and you like blue because you like
Yeah,
apples.
like, so maybe I'd be a Smurf.
Ah.
If you could have a pet from any cartoon, who would it be?
Wait, from a cartoon?
From a cartoon.
Uh-oh.
I would want to be the chameleon from Tangled, Rapunzel's like little chameleon pet. He's so cute. I don't know his name, but yeah, I just remembered that right now. So
I don't know. Maybe the donkey from Shrek. Really funny, and he's just, I don't know, something about him.
That's a good
Okay.
one.
I love that, Natalie.
I couldn't hear if you said the question was what do you want to be a pet or what pet would you want? But
What
I
would you
would,
want? Yeah.
okay, I would want Sebastian from The Little Mermaid because I'm not a reckless person, but I'm very spontaneous, and I feel like I need someone to be like, that's not a good idea, don't do that. Like, it's like my conscience, but like in crab form.
Oh, that's so cute.
Well, it's not exactly a pet. I would kind of just want to like snatch up Uniqua from the backyardigans and like keep her as my little buddy. I don't know. Like she was always so funny. Like I loved Uniqua. I loved them all. Austin was neglected though, so maybe Austin or Pablo. Wait, I can't decide.
You just
Someone from the backyardigans.
know I had.
What?
You just brought back memories I didn't even know I had.
What about when I say Wonder Pets?
Oh my god.
Y'all forget about that?
No.
I did.
Oh my god.
What was it? It was
I
like
just watched the theme song for
something
Randomly.
All I know is they were like going on adventures a lot. Like they were real cute. I miss the Wonder Pets.
Penguin. It's got an iceberg.
Penguin. What's an iceberg?
Or the baby from Happy Feet, the baby penguin. Was such a cute pet. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god.
I agree.
Or Baby Dory.
Oh yes.
Her eyes were like this big. Like
Yeah.
I think I was like,
Aw.
I don't know why, but the first time I read this question, I was thinking Gary from SpongeBob. But that was
doesn't even talk.
the most, like, I think, frustrating pet because you'd have to wait for him to come to you.
Oh yeah. Just
I
snatch
think
him up.
I think I would want, like, Bolt or, like, or I cried so much in that movie.
Me
Bolt
too.
Thought about that movie.
or oh my gosh, what is it? The tiger character from Ice Age. Dang.
Oh my god, I thought you meant Sid, like the
No,
the
not
girl
Sid.
one. I'm like, whoa.
I was like,
So it's like, no. Wait, the tiger? Do you mean the woolly mammoth guy?
I mean, I'd take the woolly mammoth too, but like,
There was a tiger?
He's not
The saber-tooth
Oh,
tiger.
that one.
yeah.
It's so cool. I don't know its name.
Okay. And what would you rather be able to do? Teleport anywhere or have the power to read minds? Oh my gosh, I've caught to
Teleport. I'm not reading people's
I'm
minds.
not.
Mm-mm.
are you kidding me? That was like my initial answer. Like I would love to know what people are thinking.
But like, what if they were thinking something
Honestly.
horrible? Like that would be so
But
painful.
then
to, like,
I'd
hear.
know. At least I'd know, and they're thinking it, so at least I'd know.
Do you know how loud it would get? You'd hear everyone and just
I
be like,
know.
ah!
That would be bad. That would be
Like,
bad.
if like you're walking past somebody and they're like, oh, I don't like her shoes, then you kind of like start skipping, you know, like, oh gosh. You know, like I feel like it would mess with like the things you do, like
Your confidence and like,
confidence.
I get a lot more insecurities. I would just snap and go to Paris and live my best life.
like
That's
you're
true.
like doing a scene and then like you could hear like the directors or the producers, they're like, oh, she didn't do it right. We don't do that. And then
But then you could
I would
fix it. Then you
cry.
could fix
I
it.
don't want
Right in the middle. Besides, this way, if you could teleport, then you could just like you don't have to pay for travel. You can just go anywhere at any time.
Yeah.
Come
Pilot,
back.
you and I are going on a shopping spree in New York as Blair and Serena. Sound good?
This is
Okay,
very
we have
true.
that.
That's
okay. If you had a time machine, would you travel to the future or the past?
The future.
I don't mess with time travel. You can't do that because then everything will be different. But okay,
Butterfly effect.
butterfly effect. But if that didn't happen, the past, and I would absolutely go to the 20s. No. I would go to like the 60s, 70s, and then I would just get a van and like drive all across America and just like.
I want to the past. I feel like I'm scared. Like if I would go to the future, and I don't want to know what happens. Like if I want to go to the past, I want to be able to like wear like poodle dresses with my friends and then go dance on like diner tables.
I don't remember Red Space. Oh,
Siena,
sorry, you go.
Oh, no, you can go, Lauren.
No, you go.
Okay. I was gonna say I'd have to agree with Sienna because I feel like also lately I've been watching a lot of like greaser, like old movies, and like the 50s and 60s just seemed like they just seemed like fun, like everyone was just like out about, and I just feel like going back to that would be fun and different. But and the future's a little scary because then you would know everything that's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
So that's what scares me about the future.
There's downsides about both, because if you go to the
Yeah.
past, you like lose all your rights and everything, and like that's not great.
Yes.
But it's also like there's this show that I love, Anne with an E, and I don't remember I don't know what time frame it takes place in, but I just want a man like Gilbert Blythe to respect me and love me, and if that means going to that time, that era, I'll go there.
Yes.
And then you said a man like what's his name? Gilbert
Blythe.
Gilbert Blythe. But then you actually just want Gilbert Blythe. You don't
I just want Gilbert Blythe. You're so right. I don't want anyone else. Draco. Dang.
Drake.
If Genie from Aladdin granted you 3 wishes, what would they be? I already know there's gonna be like at least one of us are gonna say like 1,000 more wishes or unlimited more wishes. That's definitely something I do.
I feel like the first one would be to get rid of coronavirus.
Yeah, that's definitely something.
We could all go back to our lives.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then I'd bring Ruth Bader Ginsburg back from the dead, because that's horrible. Like it's horrible.
I definitely like go with like the cheesy, but like I mean it's so true. We'd be able to like do or feel so many more like we'd be able to like experience more things if we like had world peace. You know what I mean? Like if you could just wish.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You know, I mean like that's like cheesy, but it's so true. Like imagine like we could just do whatever like and not have to worry.
Feel safe all the time and like
Yeah.
I think like health, just like for everyone to have like good health and for there to be like cures in a way for things that are uncurable.
Yeah.
Cancer.
Exactly. Yeah, and yeah, that's I think also like to help animals as much as possible because they don't have a voice, so I feel like they need a voice.
I feel like that would come with world peace because if they were actually like kind, they wouldn't hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was also gonna say like I would, if I had a wish, like it would be for climate change, because like just the overall planet, and then a lot of stuff comes with that, like the animals in the ocean would be dying, so there goes animals, and then like people would have less health problems because of the pollution and the icky fish or whatever. I think overall that would solve so many problems. World peace would also be awesome. But if I only had one, I would probably say climate change.
So imagine just being able to go outside and then like you just know that what you're breathing is like fresh, you know?
Yes, got some clean air.
You have fresh the street and question like, where is that coming from?
Where is that coming
from? I think it's like I can't imagine like the beaches in California at least, like some of them it's like, oh yeah, you don't go in there. Wait,
they're so gross.
You don't go there.
I don't go to the only beach I'll ever go to if I'm going to swim in the water is like Malibu, but not Santa Monica Beach.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, it was so crazy. I know
I think also like you could tell in the sky, that's all I was gonna say, that it's very polluted.
Yeah. It's so crazy. Like my family and I, we went to the Caribbean like a couple of years ago, and it was beautiful, and it was like, it wasn't as great, but like the water was clean, and then we came back to California and we went to like Santa Monica or something, and it was like smelly, and there was like literally I'm not even joking, I went in the water and I picked up trash and plastic, and I was like, what is this? Like, that's awful.
It would also be great to find a way to fix the homeless situation, because that, at least here in LA in some areas, is just insane, and it's like how, such a complicated thing. So I would love to like find a way, find a way to, for everyone to be stable and have a roof over their head,
That's also important for like obviously like the mental health and the well-being of the homeless, but then also the safety of just everybody. Like we all should feel safe in the home, and people who aren't as fortunate and don't have homes should feel safe. Like they should have some support.
Yeah.
I would also, if I like could make it so that like everyone, like all LGBTQ people had all their rights, and that like all races were equal and genders, like everything, just equality, period.
Yeah.
A
Equality,
house
world
fresh
peace.
Yeah.
Yes.
ways. Yeah.
Also another.
No, go no.
Okay. This is not as big, but I really just wish everybody was more understanding, because I think at the end of the day, the reason why all of these issues are approaching is because no one listens to each other, and we're all just trying to get our points across. And it's like, if everyone just took a second and listened to other people, then we wouldn't. I'm not saying we wouldn't have any problems, but like so many of these problems that we just wouldn't have, because we would have compassion for other people.
It's such a cycle too, like, you know, bosses on top of bosses, like it's pressure on top of one another. So it's like, if we did have time to listen, then it's like, if the people in charge would give the people time to listen to, it's like, it's such a cycle. Like, we all have to understand it and like truly like listen and pass that on in order for everyone to feel like they're listened to. It's crazy.
I think it's about being open-minded and really being able to step into other people's shoes, because it's like everyone is so different. So we all have different perspectives on life, and that's how it is. So it's about respecting that and understanding, I think, you know?
Yeah.
So I understand.
This is on a completely separate note. What are some of your favorite video games?
Oh, clearly such a turn.
I mean, I'm not a huge gamer, but I grew up doing Super Mario Bros. Like on the Wii. Like that was like my friends and I's go-to. And more recently, I sometimes play Fortnite with my friends just to feel like a gamer. It's fun.
Oh, go, Lauren.
It's kind of awkward, but I've never played video games before. The only thing I had when I was little was a Leapster, but that's about it. I don't know if that even counts.
It counts.
I've heard Siena say Halo before. I don't know what that is, but I never heard her talk about it. But yeah, that's about it.
I also didn't really play. The only video games I played when I was younger was Mario Kart, but then also Just Dance was my.
Is that a video game?
Video. Like, I'm counting that as a video game.
Oh, okay. I did that.
Okay, so then, Lauren,
We're good.
We got this. We're good.
Yeah, we count. We're good.
I have such a vivid memory of dancing to like Black Widow or whatever that song was like. It was like that's just like that's in my brain forever. Yeah.
Natalie, did
I
you
would have to say probably just all the Wii games. I feel like that's what me and my family would do on like Friday nights. We'd just like play as many Wii games as possible, especially Super Mario Brothers. And sometimes I play Fortnite now. Sometimes not really, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
my family is like, that's just like, it's so weird, but like we grew up just, that was our bonding. So to this day, like my dad is still very competitive with Halo and thinks he can actually win. So like all of my sisters know how to play. Whenever my uncle comes over, he plays, and then it's just kind of like this whole thing, and it gets like super, like my house is very loud constantly. So we played a lot of Halo and so many zombie games. Like it's all for my dad. And then we grew up playing Wii, and our favorite one was Wipeout. We get so competitive. And then Mario Kart, we even bought the wheels, and then something else, something like very interactive. We had like that's a Guitar King, or what is it?
Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
We had like the guitar and the drum set too that went along with it. So,
No, I had Polly Pockets and Barbie dolls and like all that. I was
Those
a
are good.
good
Those are fun times. Like
good times. No, my sister has a video. She was like, when I was young, she would video me from my door, like playing with my dolls by myself, and like it's kind of sad to watch because I'm like, hey, like I'm sitting in the middle of my room like by myself with the toys, and she's filming from the door. It's evil. Yeah. Little Lauren.
okay, who would you go on a date with? SpongeBob or Patrick? Two very, very awesome people.
I was surprised I didn't know you were gonna say. I thought you just said, who were you gonna go on a date with? Period. I was like,
Yeah, I was like, oh well, this is a lot of options.
Yes, I was like,
Draco Malfoy.
Patrick, maybe?
It's so hard.
Is neither an option?
It is because SpongeBob's like really funny also.
I'm leaving.
So-
I'm out. Like, no.
No thanks.
I'll take Squidward. No, I'm just kidding.
When she likes bad boys.
The bad guys, always. I mean, Draco, hello.
SpongeBob, I feel like would be super hard to talk to because I feel like you never get a word in.
Yeah.
Like you'd never want to make a joke because then you just would not stop like laughing. And then like Patrick, it's like, would he even like understand? You know?
I mean, he literally lives under a rock.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Literally.
I think I would choose Patrick just because, like, I don't know. I just
Listener.
vibe with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I would stand them both up and then go on a little girls' date with you guys.
Yes! Love it.
Good answer. Okay. Okay, here. Who's your celebrity crush and why? Now you have a range of options.
Well. Okay, I don't want to say Tom Felton because he's like 30, but I will say Draco Malfoy. Movie 3. He was 16/17. I do love him. Oh, and Matthew Gay Gubler and Timothy Chalamet, but especially Draco Malfoy. He takes the cake. I didn't even think I liked blondes, but here we are.
So hard. I think I have many. That may sound bad, but Ian Somerhalder, Paul Walker,
Machine Gun.
and I don't know. There's more, of course, but I feel like those are my top. It always changes, which is bad, but it kind of does.
Okay, this sounds weird. Like, you would think I'd pick someone who's like currently, but I'd be like, no, actually, like, Nate Archibald, not Chase, what's his face, like, only Nate Archibald, like,
Chase
that
Crawford.
age.
Yes.
And then, young Rob Lowe, like, oh my god, young Brad Pitt, young
Leo.
Yes.
Yo.
can I say something kind of
Uh-oh.
I don't, he's so cute, but, like, personally, I would take young Brad Pitt over. Like, but that being said, him and Romeo and Juliet, I'm like, okay.
Oh, yeah. No.
Like, Romeo, take me somewhere we can. What that song is?
No, literally. But also it was Jack and the Titanic. Like, him and Rose's relationship was just so top tier. Like, there's nothing that can compete. He died for her, and there was still room on the board thing.
Yeah.
There was so much room. I was like, just scoot over. Like, just move.
I haven't watched the movie yet.
Oh my god.
Because I don't
Siena.
Oh, yeah.
I love Harry Styles.
Oh yeah, okay.
I know that's really basic, but I just
Oh.
love it.
I went into to listen to Harry Styles music with a definite bias. I was like, oh my gosh, he's just like some boy band member or something. He's like fine. And then I listened to his music and I was like,
It's so
I was
good.
like, I can sob to Falling any night. Like, tell me when. Like, I'm there.
I think the guy from Divergent. I can never remember his name. The guy with the
Ansel Elgort. No,
Ansel Elgort.
is it?
I know.
Ansel Elgort.
Is that him?
Him and the 4 guy. They're so cute.
There's
Okay. What do you like to watch on YouTube?
This is sort of weird, but I have been vegan for like about 2 years now. So I love watching thank you. I love watching like vegan food hauls, vegan recipe videos just to get ideas because it's like incredible how many options there are to, you know, in terms of food that don't have animal products or that are not meat and stuff. And I don't think people realize. So yeah, I just love anything with veganism because I love food.
this is hard because I don't know how much like prank videos, I guess, like people pranking or like old vines. If I'm ever like, what do I watch? It's just like, I don't know, random like funny videos. I feel like that's what I always watch on YouTube.
I guess I watch like some people's like vlog videos, but the thing is like it's not that I don't have a long attention span, but like I only will watch this vlog if it's like 5 minutes or less because it's just really like quick cutting and I can just watch it and be done. But I don't know, I just can't like sit there and
Understood. I really don't watch that much. Okay, when I watch YouTube, I never watch YouTube, but then when I watch YouTube, it's like, well, there you go. That was 3 hours of my life that I'm not getting back. I love watching cast interviews and like singers doing interviews because I love watching how actors prepare for roles or like the behind the scene type of stuff. Like to me that's so interesting. Like I will finish a series and then I'll be like, I'm obsessed with that show and let me go learn every single thing about these people's lives. Like I want to know everything. It's really creepy, but like I promise it's not.
no.
I'm like, I literally want to know what your mother's name is. That's how much I'm obsessed with you.
Oh, that's so normal. Everyone does that.
The thing is then when you find out when one of the actors has like an accent, then you have to read.
It's like how I deal with how I deal with the withdrawal of being done with the show.
Yeah, and like for me, I just like the fact that, you know, being in love with fictional characters, it hurts. So what I do is I do things, it really hurts. So like my entire like search history is probably behind the scenes Harry Potter like stuff. And also for some reason, like a part of me will find myself watching James Charles like as a guilty pleasure. Like he's just so funny.
Yeah.
Like I can't help it. Like I just like I love him.
I agree, and his makeup is so good. Like he's so good at
talented,
doing makeup.
young. He's like honestly
Yes.
a really like great role model for like young kids, I think, and me.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, this is like the final one. What message would you share with all of the young Comic-Con fans watching in Hawaii? Like any advice in the industry or any projects you have coming out that you want to let them know about, or just something in general that you want to say?
Something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, I think especially with quarantine and we spent so much time with ourselves and everything, really the way you think and talk to yourself is the most important thing ever, because that is what you're going to portray with other people, right? So if you really, really like believe in yourself, if you really love yourself, that is what you're going to, portray onto other people. And that's what's going to attract more success when you believe in yourself and you think, I do deserve this. I am good enough, you know? So I think it's finding that confidence. An upcoming thing that I'm really excited about, I earlier this year filmed The Prom with Meryl Streep and Nicole Kidman and James Corden and a bunch of other stars. I got to literally dance beside them. And so, yeah, I'll be dancing in that movie. And it comes out December 11th, I think, on Netflix. So I'm really excited. You might see me dancing there.
That's so incredible.
Yeah, it was like one of my favorite jobs ever. It was so like literally I'm like standing next to Meryl Streep dancing and I was like, what is happening? So yeah, it was like a dream come true getting to do that. So I'm really excited for that to come out. So yeah, that's what
I'm so excited. That's so awesome. Kelly is so talented for everyone watching. Like you need to watch her dance videos and like everything she's doing, traveling the world and teaching. Like it's insane. Everybody also like say your social media account so they can watch you and look out for the things you do.
My Instagram is Kelly Sweeney 1, and that's what I'm most active on.
Yay. Well, I guess a little message that I'd like to say is that kind of similar to Kelly's, like what you put out is what you get back. If you are, you know, kind, and if you're kind to others as well as yourself, you know, you'll receive that energy back, and it's really important. But yeah, just be yourself, go live your life. Like, don't be afraid to follow your dreams, and don't be afraid to kind of just like, don't feel that you need to trap yourself into a strict box to fit society standards. Be you. And if that's not good enough for other people, then that's not good enough for other people. And for new things, I actually on tomorrow start production for my new show. With COVID and everything, we're getting tested like 3 times a week. But it's called Punky Brewster. It will be on NBC's new streaming service, Peacock, with like Freddie Prinze Jr., Soleil Moon Frye, like the original characters from the show. It's a reboot of an 80s show. It's great for like younger audiences. So if that's people that's watching, I definitely recommend it for you. It's gonna be really fun and exciting. And yeah, stay tuned.
Congrats.
you.
So I definitely agree with Lauren and Kelly. I think that one thing that's really important right now, especially because you're sitting at home, probably mostly like in your sweatpants or just relaxing, to like get ready or just look at yourself in the mirror and say you are beautiful. And it's kind of cheesy, but trust me, it's necessary. And I think that especially with how many no's you get in life, that one yes that you will get will feel so good, and it is waiting for you. Love you guys. My social media, I guess it's Natalie Sigler with 2 L's.
Affirmations are so powerful.
Ah.
Like I see it everywhere, and like all this time I've been ignoring it because like I'm like, oh, like I'm gonna look like an idiot in front of myself. You know what I mean? They're so powerful. You're so right.
I would agree. Like something that I am a huge believer that everything happens for a reason. And I do think that if you believe your opportunity is going to come, it's going to come. Like you might not know what the reason is that something's happening, but it's somehow it is connected to something. And it means that if something didn't work out, then something else bigger and better in the future is going to work out for you. And I do feel that if you believe that, and if you tell yourself that, then it is going to happen for you. So just remember to stay positive and keep working hard. Like don't think just because it's going to happen, like you don't have to work hard. Like you still have to put the work in, but if you put the work in and you are telling yourself good thoughts, then good things are going to happen for you. And I really truly believe that. Upcoming work, that EP I was telling you about with Sony and Ariana Grande's producers, that should be, thank you, I'm so excited. This is my first time releasing original music. It's going to be 3 songs, I believe. 3 songs, and it should be dropping before the year ends, so that'll be really exciting. It means a lot to me. Oh yeah, and then my social media, my Instagram is officially Pilot, and that's also where I'm most active on.
For me, for quarantine, I definitely say like during this time we have so much time, and like you really have to use it wisely, because in the beginning you're going to be like, you know, we're all like, you know, getting used to everything and all of this, but I think something that's so powerful that we're all like trying to figure out, but once we do, it's like you're unstoppable. Like trying to figure out who you are and like what makes you feel good, wearing the clothes that make you feel like you and feel confident is so necessary, and being the person that makes you feel confident and that you love, and like finding things about yourself, developing new hobbies, and like get off your phone. I think that's advice that we could all take, is like spend time away from technology and social media as much as you can, because like yes, like keep in contact with your friends, it's so important, check up on one another, but also like live your life and don't get caught up living your life in other people's business. So like focus on yourself, and I feel like once we all start doing that, it's like things around us will just be so much healthier, and like be kind to yourself, like Kelly said, but also be kind to like everybody else, and like realize that everybody's got stuff going on within their own lives and you have no idea what it is. So I think that's important. And yeah, we limit ourselves to having like one passion. Sometimes it's like we're always like, here's your passion, work hard at it, and then you get your goal. But it's like you can have multiple, and whatever you want to do in life, there's no reason to hold yourself back, and stay humble. That's Thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it, and I'm so proud of you. These are my wonderful, talented, crazy, like loving, kind friends, and everything you guys are doing, I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy that you guys got to do this, because like I admire you a lot. So thank you for doing Q&A for Kawaii Kon. I love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks for having us.
Bye. Thank you.